Hello everyone, this is Bernice from the Napping Mouse, and in today's video I'm going to show you how I created these really sweet looking card and envelope set here. They actually did come from one paper, one 6x8 papers, and I'm going to show you how to make both just to keep them handy and keep them ready, and also showing you the design that I used here. And so I've done so many different kinds. I've got a little bit carried away, but in this video, I'm going to show you how to create this one here. This is the belly band here, and then also this will be the envelope and also the card that goes with it, okay? And this is all from that one 6x8 paper, which is, you won't really see the fold, and then put it inside. Put it in. Oh, look how sweet this looks. It looks just so beautiful. I'm really happy with this. Okay, well, I'm so happy that you're here, and now grab your favorite drink and let's get crafting. Okay, folks, so the supplies that you're going to be needing are one 6x8 decor paper, this embossing folder, and the one that I'm using is from Anna Griffin. I'm using also the Finishing School Flower Shop craft box, which I have for a while, and so you'll need some kind of embellishments. If you don't have this particular one, that's fine. Just use the embellishments that you have. So now the first thing that you're going to do is take your decor paper, and at the top at 8 inches, you're going to cut it at 4. One is for the card and the other one is for the envelope. So now go ahead and get your trimmer, and at the top, at 4 inches top, you're going to score it at 1/2 inch and 3.5 inches. At 6 inches, you will score it at 1 1/4 inch and 4 inches. Put that away, and now fold and burnish your score lines. This is actually really easy to do, a project to do. All right, now you'll be cutting out the 4 corners over there. And when you cut, every time you score, there's going to be like that 2 lines. Well, cut on the inside part of your project, okay? That way, this will prevent you from having to trim later on. And there is the 4th. Now, don't forget to get your rounded punch. If you don't have a rounded punch, you can actually omit this part or create something like get a nickel or some kind of rounded and round the corners that way. There we go. And now add glue to the bottom left and right side. Just fold in the flaps first and then add just a small thin line of liquid glue. And then we're going to set that aside for it to dry. Get the other, well, now I'm cleaning up my part here, but get the other 4 by 6 inches. We'll make the card now, and get your trimmer at the 4-inch side. You are going to cut it at 2.5. So the 4-inch top, cut it at 2.5. Okay. And then rotate it to the 6-inch side, and you're going to score it at 3 inches. Okay. And then fold and burnish the score line. But before you put your trimmer away, just cut a little sliver, like maybe 1/8 of an inch, if that, just so it could fit inside of the card or the envelope. And the other strip will be the belly band here, okay? But we will set that aside for now. Okay, or maybe not. Or yes, we are. Now for the card, I prefer to round the corners. This is completely optional. And you can decide whether you wanted to open from the top as being in a portrait or in a landscape. So that's completely up to you. But now go ahead and get your embellishments. and we are going to decorate both the card and the envelope. What I like to do is I went ahead and I used the embossing folder, and that's how I emboss the gold. It just I just think it turns out really beautiful, but that is again completely optional. So I'm just deciding where I'm going to put it. Uh, oh yeah, that's pretty too. And with these embellishments that I'm using, I'm actually going to cut them up. That just looks amazing right there. And yeah, so I just love the way it is. I'm putting the scored side, the little banner looking image there, and then I'm going to decide. I was thinking of the swag, but I'm like, well, maybe the swag will look better on the inside. So I went ahead and I cut it. I'm going to cut in the middle here because then it'll be easier to open and close. So just adding some glue to the back, and then we are going to press it down. I wish I had put this a little closer looking at it, but it's still gonna look fine. I could put something to cover it up, but again, I was afraid that it would mess with the closure. Now, this is a sticker, but I always prefer to add liquid glue to the back of the stickers just to make sure that in time it still is gonna stay stuck down. Okay, sometimes stickers tend to dry up in the future, and then it falls off, and you don't want that to happen. So here I'm just trying to decide which one I'm going to use, and yes, got to add these little butterflies because that they are going to look cute. And then I saw this one, and I just like the way the flower is nice and tall. So I'm here trimming it up, and I'm going to add it to the card. But last minute, I just decided to add it to the left side because I wanted to the banner where it says happy birthday to still show. So I went ahead and put it onto the left side, and I still think it looks so adorable. Now, of course, I've got to add the little butterfly. It just adds everything to it. So, and then also I didn't add any kind of bling or any kind of like little dots or any more decoration to it. But you can if you want to, and then also you can ink the edges if you like to. Okay, so now I've got my card here, and I'm seeing if it fits inside, and it doesn't because that little piece of the flower sticks out. So I just decided to cut it, to trim it off, and now it fits perfectly. So now we're going to add our banner, and I'm going to add the other side of the card or the paper decor. And it just, of course, it's going to match because they all coordinate really, but you can't go wrong with this. So I folded it over, but I want to cover that seam. And so I decided to make sure that that seam is going to be covered, but I only added glue to the center because I want the belly band to be able to take out. I don't want it to stick to the envelope itself. So here I am, and I'm like, oh, that was the one that I cut before. So of course it's all going to coordinate really well. And I added that to the card, but I just again put it in the center right there. And yes, it looks great now. I'm gonna, before I forget my little butterfly, I'm gonna add my little butterfly here. And yes, sometimes it is a little bit tricky, and I don't have much nails right now, but here we go. And I decided to put it in the background, and I just think it looks freaking adorable. Lift the little wings of the butterfly, and it makes it look like it's got that it's flying. So there you go. And I'm using that part, the backside of the belly band, as the to and the from, okay? Or if you just want to put another sentiment, that's fine. These are the whole set that I've created. So you've got this one right here, which I've added that, and then later I'm going to add a white piece of paper to write down the sentiment. Now I'm using Velcro ones, and those I got from the dollar store, and they come in like, oh God, they come in a generous pack, but I don't know how many they are, but there you go. That one I decided not to trim the corners or round the corners, but here you go. And then this one here, I decided to use some of the other offcuts. The flower in the on the bottom is actually a one whole piece, but of course it extended, so I went ahead and I cut it. That I was able to add the pockets, so instead of the belly band, I made them into pockets instead. And you can put money, you can put a little note card, I mean, anything. Well, there you go, folks. I hope you like what you see. Thank you so much for watching, and you have a great day. Until next time, bye bye.